Hey guys, welcome to RC Video Reviews. We have a special little first look tonight. This is the SAB Kraken 580, the electric version. And one thing I've learned in my travels with the helicopters, there's a lot of great helicopters out there. I'll tell you, they're really amazing feats of machinery these days. But one thing that I've learned about them is that Kraken or the Goblin line from SAB, they're just kind of special. You know, there's something special about them. It seems like they're just machined very well, and all the parts go together so well, and the graphics are amazing, and it's just an experience. And they actually put a little effort into the boxing too. So I'm going to go through it the best I can. I've already done a little bit of work to try and minimize noise, like the plastic wrappers and stuff like that, the best I could. But I didn't if you've never built a helicopter, you cannot go through and start tearing into everything, because if you do, you'll wind up misplacing screws and having a bad day. So it's best not to tear open all the bags. I can say that. So what we'll do is we'll just we're going to get we'll get into the box in just a minute. We'll take a look at what's going on here, and I'm going to say hello to everybody. David won the first game this time. David Knutz, the actual David Knutz from Texas. So he made the first game this time. What's funny about that is David's not a helicopter guy, so that was kind of cool. Andrew's here. How you doing, Andrew? Good to see you. Jeff, hello. Jim, hey there. Blair, howdy. Patrick is here. Show me something good. We're gonna do something good. Philip Jang from Australia is here. How you doing, Philip? Freddie says SAB is golden. I agree. They're very good quality. Hey, and we'll talk about that when I get into the unbox. Let's get in it. Four Eyes, how you doing, my friend? Glad you could make it. All right, let's get this thing up. Except for my expensive K110. Hey, K110s are fun little machines. I flew mine today. I flew my K110 today. All right, so we're just going to take a moment and we'll look at the box. Here's what comes in the box. We'll get that open, and right away there's the manual. And if you don't know this already, SAB makes really nice manuals. Their graphics are awesome, full color. The manuals are just spectacular. They've got a little spare parts brochure in there for you, and a lot of exceptional detail putting these together. So I've been since my very first SAB, which was the Goblin Buddy, I've been very impressed with the manuals. And they have an online version too. If you want to use that while you are assembling, you can use the online copy as well. So nothing new there. Excellent manual from SAB. And then here's the registration card. I want to kind of cover that up because that one is you register that, and you get access to their forum, I guess, and some other things, but there's a little warranty registration card. So we'll set that aside, and then we'll get into the this is the moment, right? This is the experience. So you lift this up, and that's what you're greeted with right away. They put that canopy front and center. The tail boom is kind of front and center, so you get a nice look at those, and they are beautiful. They really are. I'm going to do the canopy first, and then we'll do the tail boom, then we'll get into the boxes, because I know that's what everyone wants to see. So what I need to do, though, in order to make it so we can do this, the box has to be moved. I got to take the box and take it off the desk. So give me just a second. I'm going to do that, and then we'll get into the parts. Okay, here we go. And I think I'm going to make that chat window just a little bit smaller. I like it so you guys can see what the comments are. Maybe I'll move that over here. There we go. That might be a little better. Now you can see the logo and all that other stuff. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. Okay, now I can actually get a little closer to the mic too. That's a big box. I'll tell you that. It's a big box. Man, I just love the way they pack stuff too. So here's what they did. The foam is cut into layers. So these are layered foam. And that very good protection on the canopy, I'll tell you. And it came wrapped in plastic. Like I said, I took the plastic off so we wouldn't have to deal with that during the unbox. But inside the canopy, there is the blade foam block to secure the blades to the boom when it's stowed. And there is the edging for the canopy. They include that. And I think that's a nice touch, nice finishing touch. And these look like the side plates for the side of the helicopter, which kind of helps hide all the mechanics. It kind of covers it up. Let's go ahead and open this one up. I didn't have my razor knife out, but here we go. So I'll tell you what, guys, I was really kind of excited. There's a lot of good deals out there right now. Heli Direct is doing some good stuff. BK Hobbies is doing some good stuff. I was really happy to know that I have firsthand knowledge that the RCVR crew helped run Heli Direct out of stock on the Kraken. They're out. You can go look. They came in stock about a day ago, and now they're out. So there are the side covers. The graphics on this Kraken are just amazing. I've always been, ever since I saw Freddy's, I was a little jealous, to be honest with you. The graphics on this thing look really, really sharp. Very nice. Nicely done. And here's the other side plate. And the all I can say about the yellow that you see, I'm not doing anything special with lighting. All I can tell you about the yellow that you see here is that's the way it pops. It's a very fluorescent color. And again, I'm not like a graphics, experienced graphics artist. I'm not exactly sure how they lay this stuff down, but it's flawless. I know that. It seems like it's some kind of silk screen mechanism. I'm not sure. You can feel a little bit of a decal there. You can feel a little bit of an edge, but man, it's absolutely beautiful. The graphics on SAB stuff is just shockingly good. It really is. That's the Canopy, man. That thing, it really dresses this baby up. I can tell you that. It's definitely a neat part. So it came packed nice and tight in that foam and wrapped in plastic and a couple of things like I showed you that were tucked inside the Canopy to keep them from knocking around inside the box. But there's the Canopy. All right, next up, tail boom, same deal. I'm not doing anything special with color. I just have lights on, no special light, no special lighting effects, no tricks. This is just the way it looks. Let me get this set aside real quick. And take a look at that boom. In traditional SAB form, right, they use these kind of, I'm not sure if they're fiberglass. I guess they are fiberglass. But the fiberglass form tail booms, no supports on this one. It's just the way it is. There's the servo mount for the tail rotor, and then there were a couple of little goodies inside. Not sure exactly. Oh, an antenna mount. That looks like an antenna mount, and I think that's it. That's all that's in there. So there we go. That's the tail. Isn't that blue something else? And I'll tell you, having watched Freddy's fly several times at the field, this yellow tail really helps with orientation too. So there's more to it than just picking a graphic scheme. I think they did a really neat job using these bright pops of color to help with orientation. It's very, very good. Very good. Freddy says it's all CF. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let's see here. I have a question. Let me pop in the question. Can we see the comments? Can we see the comments without that? I'm not sure I understand that. They have the best manuals in the hobby. Yeah, they do. I agree. Okay, next up again, I took the blades out already, but they do come with the blades. These are 570 millimeter blades, and from all, I'm not sure if Freddy flies with his SAB blades or not, but these are 570 millimeter blades, and it came with the kit. And in addition to the main rotor blades, you also have the tail rotor blades right there. So match set on the blades. I'll weigh these, make sure everything kind of matches up there, but nice little heli blades. These are the old samurai knives, right? I did put these up against the Tron, and they are definitely longer. The Tron is a 550, so there's that. So Freddy says all carbon fiber, huh? I didn't know that. I did not know that. Did not know that the entire thing is carbon fiber. That's kind of interesting. Okay, here are the last two boxes inside. We'll get in. I'll show you some of the big elements. Again, I'm not going to debag everything. That'd be a travesty for assembly purposes. But I do want to try and show you what the cool parts are and what goes on inside the box. Man, look at that. How do you beat that? Look at that. Look how nicely packed that is. You don't see that every day. Most of the time, this stuff comes in a bag or bags. So let's take these out, we'll set them aside, and we'll take a look at what's going on here. Very nice presentation by SAB on this one. Okay, so there's the Swashplate and the grips. I am going to open this up because I know the grips are one of the things people like to see. So I'm going to open up the grips. We'll take a look at these. And we'll also take a look at the Swashplate because I know, again, people like to see that one. So I just want to make sure that I don't cut any of the metal. That's the big thing for me. And that would be annoying. Okay, so here we go with the swash plate. If I can get it out. Wow, that's in there. Boy, that is in there. Oh, here's a blade grip. So blade grip for a 580 if you haven't seen it. Very nice, all matte black. SAB markings kind of laser etched in there on the top. The bearings are in already, but you know, we take them apart and make sure everything's done right and lubed up right. So let me see. I think that's the main shaft. Maybe that will help me get this swash plate out of there. Come on, you. Come on. There we go. Got it. All right, there's the swash plate. Again, SAB laser etched all over the place. No assembly, no ball links in this one to start with. So that's kind of cool because normally you just have to take all that stuff apart anyway. So we'll get that cleaned up and lubed the right way. And there's the swash plate. Everything looks very good there. Nice and tidy. And then the linkage arms and the washout arms and the main hub. Let's see if I can pop the hub out. Yeah, there we go. There's a look at the hub. In case you're interested in those types of things. I like to put it up there to give you an idea, you know, size-wise what you're up against. But very clean, matte black again. Everything on this thing looks really, really nice. Oh, and check that out. They have markings plus 13 and minus 13 on the hub for you already. That's kind of sweet. Kind of sweet. See, these are the little touches that you get with SAB that make it so nice, you know. Okay, we'll just set those aside and we put that shaft back in there. Don't want to lose track of these things. That would be terrible. We'll set that aside and we'll take a look. There's another really interesting piece in here, and that's the transmission. My understanding is that the transmission is one of the few things that we don't take apart for assembly when we build this one. But here is the transmission. And let me see if I can... Boy, is that packed in there tight. Wow. All right, sorry about the noise, guys. I hate that kind of noise. Okay, there we go. There we go. Come on, you. I know there are some new Kraken owners out there on the channel. I know there are, and they're watching this going, salivating a little bit while they wait for their stuff to come. So there we go. There's the transmission. And again, this is pre-assembled. It's got plastic wrap on the shaft there, but yeah, that's a transmission, man. That's really, really sweet. You see how the bottom shaft turns with the top one there? That's pretty cool. Very nice piece, man. That feels substantial. It's a substantial piece of kit. And again, this is all pre-assembled. This is one thing you do not need to take apart and reassemble. No, I'll try not to break it, man. That's for sure. Let's see. Freddie says, I fly the stock blades at the moment. Yeah, the 570 is okay. Scott Switzer says, the 580 is my next heli. Yeah, Scott, man, I'll tell you, after flying the Tron, which is very close in size to this one, very, very close, I really enjoyed the bigger helicopter. I can tell you that. I really did. It's very visible, easy to see, and it just feels kind of planted. This is one of the gears. I obviously not a main gear. This is probably for the tail rotor, I guess, but there's one of the gears, all metal. Very nice machining. I mean, look at the machining on that. This is what I like about SAB kits, man. They just look so well done. Very high quality stuff. Very nice machining on these things. And then the tail rotor gear, I guess, and the pinion. That's what that looks like there, is the tail rotor gear and the pinion. Very nice. Very nice, clean machining, beautiful stuff, man. And look at the presentation. You have to savor these moments, right? Because these are kind of spendy. They're not cheap, and you know, when you get an opportunity to get one, you just have to enjoy it. But that's a pretty nice looking kit right there. I have to admit, I'm impressed. But I knew I would be. SAB does a really nice job with presentation, and look at the effort. You know, you pay a little extra. You pay a little extra for SAB. There's no lie about that. You do pay a little extra, but you know, the quality's there. And you guys know on my channel, my only real rule is do what you say you're going to do. And if you're going to position yourself as a high-end, high-quality product, then be that. And I can tell you so far with SAB, I'm not disappointed. Even though you pay a little bit, you know, more than, you know, the cheaper models. It seems to me like they put in the, this is not going to close for me, is it? There you go. They put in the effort making it worth it. So we'll set that aside. And we'll get into the last couple of things that I've got. So this box, not sure what's in here yet. I also, you notice I don't have the electrics yet. They're on their way. Everything's been ordered. I kind of waited for the Black Friday deals to hit so we could have a, you know, take advantage of what was going out there in the market for sales. And, you know, Black Friday, Heli Direct had some decent stuff out there. So did A-Main and so did many of the others, but it all worked out. So anyway, there's the motor belt. That'll hook up to the transmission. Bag full of zip ties and looks like wiring management. I know the Kraken has a wiring loom. I haven't seen it. I need to see it on Freddy's. I know he spends time on wiring, but that looks like the wiring loom to me. So that's kind of nice. And then a motor mount plate, it looks like, and the tail belt and the tail rotor protector, the tail skid back there. The battery tray, and I'll show you that in just a minute. Speaking of that, I did order a couple of extra battery trays. So that's one of the things that I've kind of learned already is I don't like changing batteries while I fly, so I do try and get the extra battery trays. I'm not going to go through all this, guys, but there's, as you know, with helicopters, huge list of parts, but lots of bags, lots of doodads in there. This looks like the, I think this is the battery slider, probably. That's my guess. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Lower gear, battery slider kind of deal. That's what it looks like. So everything looks well packaged and organized. I'm sure that, from a QA standpoint, it looks very obvious that they spend a lot of time making sure things are where they're supposed to be. So that is the parts box. And see, I only have one other quick thing, and we can take questions. I'll talk to you about the electronics too while we look at this last thing. And this looks like the landing gear. So we can get into this, I think. We can figure out where the seam is. There it is. All right. Nope, that's the battery tray. I lied. That's the battery tray. There are the skids, metal, aluminum, I guess, aluminum tube skids, and then the landing gear mounts right there. So all black. Everything bubble wrapped. You saw it, nice and tidy. Very well done on their part. So, all right, that's it. That's the box. You guys have seen it. Now you know what you get in the box when you buy an SAB Kraken. Hey, FYI, I got the SAB mat because poor Rob did a build with an Align pit mat, and Freddie was just relentless about it. So I wasn't going to let that happen to me. I made sure I was going to have a SAB pit mat for this build. I want Freddie breaking my chops the whole time. All right, let's see. 580 was going to say that beats a bunch of baggies. Yeah, that's a lot of baggies in there. A lot of parts. That's the fun thing about helicopters. You build them for a while. Unless you're Rob, then you're building them for half a night and you're done. You made it in the morning. Nice unit. Got to run. Take it easy, Blair. We'll see you. Andrew says that was a spindle. The main shaft is a transmission. Yep. Okay. Hey, LR, don't break it. John, I'll try not to. Gain Green OW. The transmission is serviceable. Yeah, the transmission does come apart. They show you the exploded diagram in the book, in the manual. So it does come apart and you can take it apart, but it comes pre-assembled. So you're good to go. You don't have to do the work. David says, let's see. CNC Moose says the manual alone is enough to be impressed. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the manual, they are what I would consider to be industry leading on the manuals. I've never seen manuals that have that high of a quality. So I agree. David says if you go to Heli Direct, check out their fixed wing planes. The VMAR Picano Alpha is next level. David, I actually looked at that. I looked at some of their fixed wing stuff, and I do agree they had some very cool looking helicopter fixed wing deals. Faux pas. They had some very cool fixed wing deals out there, so I agree. Check out Heli Direct. They actually have some stuff in their fixed wing section. And all of their coupons kind of work without any, the discounts are just taken automatically. We add stuff to the card, it's done. Well, there you go, guys. I don't see if Freddie says the manual is half the price. I don't know, man. With all that metal, I'm not sure about that. And certainly not with the canopy and the graphics. I don't know, buddy. There's a lot of work that went into that for sure. But anyway, I'm not seeing any other questions, so I think that puts us at a good stopping point. I thank you guys for joining me on the first look regarding the build. Let's talk real quick about the electronics. I ordered an Xnova 4025 1120 kV with a B shaft, so that's the motor I'll be putting in. I'll be using a Hobbywing 120 amp ESC, and I've got some KST servos on the way. I'll talk more about the servos later. I'm not going to cover those tonight, but do have some KST servos on the way. They'll be running the Swashplate and the Rotor. And as far as the fly barless, it's going to be my trusty old Icon. I'll be using the Icon 2. And for the radio, it'll be a Radiomaster R161. We're using F-Port V2, and I'll have the full telemetry with the Hobbywing ESC through the R161 to the Radiomaster TX16S running Edge TX, of course. So that's the configuration. Look out for the build video. I will do some kind of build video. I think what we've been doing on the builds is doing them on Discord. Although with the Kraken, yeah, I might do some highlight stuff. I might film it and do some highlight stuff and put it on YouTube. So if you're interested in watching that kind of stuff, feel free to keep an eye on the channel. But certainly after the build is done, I'll provide a recap. That'll be for sure. So anyway, it doesn't look like there are any other questions, so I want to thank you guys for joining me on the first look on the SAB Kraken 580, and that's all I've got for tonight. Thanks for joining me. Take it easy.